hate puppies. It's good podcast.
I feel threatened.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
What's going on, everybody? Yeah. Welcome to Inside the Pallet House, the post-Ely era, the year 5.
He will be missed.
Yes, let's hope.
R.I.P.
Hopefully he'll be back in the next few weeks.
Oh, he's not dead?
No, just had a child.
Oh, well, 6 in one hand.
We're still waiting on the official word.
Yeah, we haven't heard anything yet.
Still waiting on. Oh, you forgot probably.
We have 2 surprise guests here.
One nobody's ever heard of.
Yeah.
And one that we've disguised.
One we teased. Say hi. Don't introduce yourself.
So don't introduce myself?
No. We'll just keep you right there. That sounds really good. I think we'll let your natural persona come out, and I think people will figure it out. Is the hope? That's what I'm hoping for.
I feel like they will.
Yeah.
Pretty quickly.
I think, but we've got you dialed in. We've got you hidden behind the cloak of distortion. I don't know what the technical
in that backlit sheet.
Yeah, of course. You don't want anyone seeing his face, you know. So
you guys just tell me when I can come out.
Okay.
We've been waiting for you to come out for a while.
Yeah, do it now.
Do it now?
That would have been fantastic. That would have given it away immediately.
Yeah, exactly.
So, hold on.
Sons of bitches.
That actually probably did just clue everyone in the wrong direction for like
right
2 or 3
that.
of our people. And they're like, oh, I know who it is.
Yeah.
For sure.
Guys.
And then we got our buddy in who you're a longtime listener, and you just hit us up that you were going to be coming by. What are we calling you? The Tiger? What's your
Something could give it away. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't know if you want your name out there. That's why I always.
Oh yeah, go right ahead.
Being gentle.
You can go with.
We'll just call him Stu.
Yeah.
That's easy.
Let's try that.
That's easy. No one will figure out the full name.
No. Mike.
Longtime listener, and then just hit us up. He's like, what are you guys doing tonight? I was like, recording. He's like, care if I come by? I was like,
drink some beers, hang out.
Fair enough. So
or not beers, ciders.
Oh, you just gave it away.
Yeah, he's a Bold Rock guy for sure, to say the least. Well, glad to have you guys here. We're hoping, we haven't heard any news from Ely, so I know people are going to be asking. We don't have any updates for you as of yet, but we know that...
and this is Monday night, and you'll hear it Thursday morning, so hopefully by Thursday morning we'll know something.
Hopefully. We got another buddy who's been trying to have a kid since Friday.
Yeah.
So hopefully Godspeed to him and his wife. That's been brutal. They've gone into labor twice, and then backed out, which makes for a long 48 hours.
As someone who's watched his wife give birth twice, I don't know how people did it pre-1950. Like, it's just like, oh, you just weren't working in the field, and then you just had a child, and then you started working again? Like, that doesn't seem how it easily goes in a hospital.
You just walk the child up to the house and go, hey, is the wet nurse available?
Yeah.
If someone could nurse this kid, I got to get back to what I was doing.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys sound like a bunch of millennials.
Boy, everything you say is more funny.
He's bringing the funny tonight. They might not figure it out.
With that distortion. I dig it, man.
I'm loving it.
So you want to give us any clues about who you are? Anything that maybe might tip off the audience without giving it away?
Well, I mean, I'm handsome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're a guy, because the voice distortion, you could easily be a female, but that's a male term.
I think I'm the most popular guest on this podcast.
Well, that's probably...
There was... Okay. I would say you've generated buzz.
Now, you're saying handsome is a male term. There's some handsome females out there.
There are. There are. I just don't...
Could be.
I just don't find a lot of women choosing to go with that.
Well, yes, I would rather someone not say, oh, your wife's extremely handsome today. That's...
Yeah. I mean, do you take that?
I'm going to say I don't think I've ever heard anyone call a woman handsome.
Oh, that's something I throw out every now and then.
She's handsome.
Yeah, I'll be like, oh, she's handsome.
I guess that's one way to do it. I mean, you're not saying anything negative.
No,
but you're
not at all.
Troy sees a couple lesbians. How's it hanging, fellas?
Boy,
These two are quite handsome.
this guy just goes right.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, I see that. We'll keep the modulator on for the rest of the
Yeah,
episode.
actually, don't turn this thing off now.
You really can just hide behind that and say whatever you want at this point. As soon as I turn it off, you're like, well, what happened? This is not cool,
Yeah.
man. It's not good at all. Nah, I'm glad to have you guys both here. We're excited. We're in year 5, and
Damn, 5 years?
5 years
Where'd
we've been
that
doing
go?
this. I don't know. I've gotten
We
younger.
blinked.
It's amazing how life passes you by. But I've got our buddy Jason Jones. He has shown me now more of the first year anthology, and I hate it.
It is getting worse for you.
It
with
is
each viewing.
Unbelievable. I have realized now that the guy who had the ability to edit hates me. So
Do you think he's not? He is editing, and you can, but he's not like
no, he's not like
he's
taking
not
this
photos,
sentence
whatever
and putting it in this
yeah,
sentence.
like
Yeah.
he's just taking drops of things you've said, and I would assume he would do the same for me or
The little bits that I've heard.
any other guests we've ever had.
Yeah, but you can edit where I'm telling a story that puts it in context,
Yes,
then remove and put this 30-second clip together, and then move on.
this is what's ruining
Oh,
everyone.
you can?
Oh, you can. Have you ever had any experience with that?
No, I don't think so.
You're always in context, is what you're getting at.
No, he's just saying he's never been edited.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunate manner.
Can you guess the guest now?
I guess now.
I think I'll give a hint. I think you play heavily into the anthology that Double J is putting together.
I'm not surprised.
My understanding is that you are there a good bit in that thing. But from what I can tell, I am getting destroyed in this thing.
He hasn't sent one of me or Ely or anyone else yet.
No.
It's always Brendan.
No, it's me just getting crushed.
Railed.
And if I literally
Literally
heard
railed.
heard a couple clips that have that in it, that I was like, oh, that doesn't sound positive at all.
Yeah.
So I'm not as excited as I once was. And so what he did is he asked me to like just do an intro. This will literally
Have you done it yet?
This will take 5 minutes of my time. I've had 5 open minutes every day for the last 2 weeks.
And you haven't done
I
it.
just haven't committed to giving him his intro yet.
I'm going to have to reach out, and I'll do the intro.
That would certainly hurt my tactic.
Yeah.
That is clearly
Double
the,
J, the offer's out there.
That is definitely, well, you know, there's a large segment of the listening audience that would actually prefer that you do it.
Yeah, but you're the VO guy. We've already talked about that.
But
you're
you're the audio dreamboat.
Well, I mean, according to people with good ears, yes.
Or ears that have been absolutely ruined from years of singing.
Okay. Or in loudspeakers, yes.
That's how
That could be true.
That's how I would phrase that.
Hey, whatever.
Audio Dreamboat?
That is
That's my nickname. Tell everyone.
They have a thing.
Tell everyone.
that is what Taylor Carson decided to call him.
Yeah.
The audio
Taylor
dreamboat.
Carson, the most prolific musician that is a listener.
For now.
Yeah.
We got some guys on the rise. No, that's actually not accurate. Wouldn't you say that Carter from Carbon League?
You would. I wouldn't. Taylor, I believe in you.
Oh, the feud begins, and now I look like the bad guy.
Yeah, you do.
Shit, because I could tell you which one of those two guys listens on the reg and which one does not. I just came out looking like a dick. Well, I was just merely stating we've had multiple.
One's
musicians.
opening for Pearl Jam.
No one's opening for Pearl Jam.
No, opening for Counting Crows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. I'll give you that.
That's pretty legit.
One has Counting Crows opening for him.
Okay.
That's not accurate. Literally just threw that out there. Wanted to at least try to save face a little bit. Plus, and Double J has an album coming out, so we do
Yes,
have
we
musicians.
have lots of musicians.
We are surrounded by musicians. Mystery guest, are you a musician?
No.
Not a musician. Okay. that didn't help. I was hoping to narrow it down a little bit. You know what I mean? Okay. Would you consider yourself a scholar?
Yes.
Okay. What would you say that you've studied the most?
History.
History.
His story.
His story.
Interesting. All right. I'm going to give you a little bit of history. I'm going to start here. It's 1970. We're in Virginia. This seems to be your wheelhouse, right? Mystery guest?
You were
Yes,
loud,
it is.
Brennan.
Yes, it is.
I was not, actually. I was not.
Old bastard.
Have you guys ever noticed that here in Richmond, now the Northern Virginia people will not be familiar with this. The Richmond people will, and like the Virginia Beach listeners. Outside of that, once you get outside into all the rest of our listeners, like the boo-boo Mysterios of the universe, they're probably not going to know this. But we have something here that I don't see anywhere else. And it's when you go into every Mexican restaurant, everywhere in this town, they have
White sauce.
White sauce.
white sauce.
That's a Richmond thing?
Yes.
The fuck is white sauce?
Delicious?
So,
I honestly always thought it was a Mexican thing.
yeah. So no, it's not a Mexican thing at all. Like Mexican restaurants anywhere else
Well,
don't have white sauce.
I know my favorite Mexican restaurant locally doesn't have Mexicans working in it. They're all from like Honduras and like other countries. You just assume.
I don't.
Well,
I hear
people listen.
I hear their accent
Yeah.
because I pick up
Yeah.
on Spanish dialect
Yeah.
because I'm so traveled.
Yes, you are.
That's what it is. Yeah, that's.
All right. I want to go get the coolers. Hola. Adios.
See, you could hear right there that I have more of a Costa Rican accent. That's what you're picking
Tico.
up. It's a very Tico-esque if you listen through that, or some weird Southern thing. I don't know what the hell that is. It's not good. Mystery guest, you look confused.
It sounded more like Mexicali to me.
You know what? That's actually probably fair.
So, as someone who's not traveled, white sauce is not everywhere.
No, so when I moved to Richmond, that was the first time I ever had white sauce. I walked into the place and I thought, what are the odds they give you queso at the table? I was like,
Oh,
this
you were
is
greatly
fantastic.
disappointed. You thought it was queso.
Dude, I was psyched though because I was like, look at this, queso with my salsa. And I dipped it in and I was like, what is that? Like that is
Did you not like it, or you just were?
No,
you were
ate,
shocked.
I ate all of it. Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
But when you're going in thinking I'm getting queso
yeah.
and you get some watery version of ranch,
Yeah.
you're like, this is not great. So I was blown away. I was like, what the fuck was that? So then I just thought, okay, this place that I'm in just happens to have this own weird sauce. Then I started going to other Mexican places in the Richmond area, and I was like, they all have this white sauce. Like, the fuck is this? And I've always been intrigued by it. Like, I've always wondered, why do we have white sauce here, and I can't find
So
it
you went
anywhere
down a
else?
rabbit hole.
I went down a bit of a rabbit hole. So it turns out, yes, Stu, what do you got going on over there? Oh, yeah, you're going to be my fact checker then. This is fantastic. This is exactly what I
No,
need.
I was just looking it up. A place called El Toro's off of Military Highway down in Hampton Roads was the first place to have the white dipping sauce.
1970,
1970s out of Norfolk.
out of Norfolk is where it was started.
Yeah.
And so they made it out of Miracle
That's
Whip.
how you know you're not from
And-
the area when you say Norfolk. 'Cause if-
Norfolk.
Norfolk is if you're from Norfolk.
Yeah, or if you just couldn't inch your way to the GED that you tried so hard to get. But that's fine. Good on you.
To our Norfolk listeners,
That was the mystery guest. He changed his voice and made it sound like me. That was weird, mystery guest. That was weird.
you're on a roll, man.
So what is the magical?
So the original recipe was created using like Miracle Whip and a lot of garlic and some other
Would you like to know it?
some other things. Do you actually have the actual original recipe from 1970?
I got a handwritten picture of it right here. Hang on one
Whoa.
second.
Handwritten picture? A drawing? Isn't that what a handwritten picture is?
Sorry. Yeah, it's the
Like a handwritten
it's
note?
the original handwritten note.
All right, give it to me.
Spices, red peppers, crushed.
Spices.
Yeah, that's the start.
The
Wait,
fuck.
label. First label, spices. Sorry. Well, we're losing it now.
How is Miracle Whip?
Miracle Whip, and it wasn't
Don't people hate Miracle Whip?
This is what blew my mind. I go, Miracle Whip? I absolutely hate Miracle Whip.
Yeah.
Actually, there's part of me that likes Miracle Whip because it reminds me of the weird sandwiches my grandma used to make.
Uh-huh.
But I never understood why they tasted so weird. I just thought she had like some government cheese or something. It was... Okay, go ahead.
There's only 5 spices added to the Miracle Whip. Red peppers, dried oregano, garlic powder, and cumin.
But what waters it down?
Boom.
Half a cup of milk.
Half cup of milk.
Or milk.
Okay.
Is what they're doing.
There it
With
is.
Miracle Whip.
That is...
That sounds delicious.
So
Who thought that was... Who's like, here's what we need for these chips. Miracle Whip and milk.
so it was a salad dressing. They had created a salad dressing specific for their salads. That's what they had created. And then people started liking it and dipping their chips in it. And
Like
then they
asking,
started...
getting it on the side. And then,
So then they started,
yeah.
like top secret
They're
backdoor
like, we can
menu.
make this shit by the gallon for about 37 cents. So
Exactly
let's
right.
just knock it out.
So that's exactly what they started doing. So they started serving it alongside of the salsa, and then they started getting lines out the door of
Okay.
people eating their Mexican food because they love...
Unrelated to this, can we shut this down and go get some fucking white sauce right now? I'm
Done.
hungry.
Thanks so much, guys. It was great having you.
I have a Mexican
That was
friend
a really
named
good podcast,
Ruben.
don't you think?
Go ahead.
I'm going to ask my Mexican friend Ruben if he
There you go.
uses the white sauce.
We'll find out.
We
very
used to go
soon.
eat Mexican every Monday night at the place up the street because it was Dollar Taco and Quesadilla night. And now baseball's been fucking that up. So I haven't been to a Mexican joint in months.
That explains why you're putting on weight. You're eating trash,
Yeah.
not Mexican food.
Yeah.
Which is the easiest way to lose weight.
Yeah.
That or working harder than everybody else.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Well, did you guys see? I don't think we could actually go get some white sauce. There was a lot of restaurants today that were closed. A lot of Mexican restaurants were closed because they were recouping from a whole
from
weekend of Cinco de
yesterday.
Mayo.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Not mad at that. So this place started it in Norfolk.
El Toro.
Am
Yeah.
I getting better? So they started it there.
No, I say Norfolk too. I'm just
Oh,
saying.
okay, good.
Yeah, yeah.
All right,
I'm just
good.
saying.
I thought this was an Ely moment. I was like,
No,
boy,
no,
channeling your Ely on me.
No, I'm not from there, so I say Norfolk. But if you go down there, they're like
Perfect.
Norfolk.
So El Toro started it, right? They started making it for the longest time. But then the other places in the area were like, I want this shit. So they started making it. Now, other people started experimenting with different ways to do it.
Yeah.
They started doing more of a ranch-based type situation, a mayonnaise-based type situation, sour cream, but everyone was trying to recreate the white sauce. The garlicky flavor, that's like the one thing that seems to be constant. So the other places in the Norfolk area started putting this stuff out. Well, as some of those people started making their way to Richmond, they brought it here. So it's actually not an original Richmond thing, but since I lived through my own lens, I moved here and I said, look at what these geniuses have done. And I see that the stupid Hampton Roads has stolen.
You're from Richmond.
Well, only if it helps my
Yeah,
story.
yeah. Your story, yeah.
Yeah, otherwise I'll claim Chicago or Arizona
Or DC.
DC. I
Yeah.
mean, DC's pretty helpful.
Or Costa Rica.
A little bit of time, but
You
it still
lived there
counts.
for a while.
Same with Ireland.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lived in Ireland as long as I lived in Costa Rica. So
I lived in Barbados for 4 months.
that's a good
There
tip.
you go.
That's a good tip. Okay. People are starting to piece it together. I think they're starting to figure it out.
I'm going to venture a guess. No, just kidding.
Good work. Good work. So the white sauce was started there. It moved its way down to Richmond. And now what you've noticed is for some reason it hasn't made its way to Northern Virginia. But there is a cockroach of the Mexican restaurant scene that's been running around. And they're famous for their tableside guacamole is what
Who does that?
Plaza Azteca.
Yeah. I've only been there once.
So Plaza Azteca has managed to find this really sweet spot in the Mexican restaurant world where they have said, hey, you know what? We're going to charge a little more and really not give them anything that much better.
Yeah.
And people went, oh, my God, it's brilliant.
It's a classy Mexican joint.
It's the plates. It's the larger, nice white plates. They're fooling you.
Yeah. It's the physical plates. It's not the food on the plate.
No.
It is very interesting what they've done. But then they've upped the game by doing the tableside guacamole and all of that. Well, Plaza
when did
Azteca...
guacamole, like, I feel like guacamole's been around forever, but like the past 3 years, like it's been just straight avocado and fucking guacamole season. Like
They
it's just
they pushed a lot that it was the healthy fat. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And then I think people started latching onto that, and then guacamole kind of had its resurgence.
Uh-huh.
But they do that tableside guac. Well, they have white sauce at Plaza Azteca. Now, because of them, like any good plague, it's been spreading because Plaza Azteca has like 13 locations now. They've got some in North Carolina. They've moved into other states. So the white sauce has found its way out of Virginia.
Oh.
Now, it hasn't, I don't know if it's made its way up to Northern Virginia yet, but it's happening. Like, it's spreading.
Like when we got Wawa's a few years ago, everybody's like, what in creation is this thing? And they've been around forever up north.
Yeah, like forever.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the white sauce is moving on, but I thought that was specifically a Richmond thing. It is not, and it is now spreading. So all you listeners out there, keep an eye out.
I thought it was a Mexican thing. So that's how far I was off.
But you've lived,
Right.
but you've lived most of your life right in this area.
Yes.
So you've never known Mexican food
Exactly.
without it.
Yeah.
Because
When you go to Mexico, Mexican food isn't what you get here. I mean,
Mexico doesn't have white sauce.
yeah.
How weird is that? They're like the one holdout here in the Richmond area that won't put white sauce on the table. And if you
No,
ask
I'm saying Mexico, the country.
I was talking about the restaurant. Yeah.
Details.
Yes, it is clearly not a Spanish thing.
Yeah.
You know, Miracle Whip doesn't just grow on trees down in the Yucatan Peninsula.
Hold on, wait, what?
It's just not how it works.
Well, Miracle Whips can be bought up.
That's right. I just love
Miracle
hearing his
Whip.
voice. Oh my gosh. So there was a little bit of history for you. Now, did you know that history?
Yeah, I saw it in the article that just came out
Oh, you
this
literally.
past week.
Oh, so you.
Is that not where you saw it?
I don't know. I don't know what article you read.
Yeah, I think it was in Style or something, but yeah, I just saw
Oh, it was
something
not
on
in a.
that.
It wasn't in a Richmond. This was like a. I found it in the pilot on, which is like the
Yeah, that's
Virginia
Virginia
Beach.
Beach. Yeah.
yeah, which could be tainted history, right? They could
Yeah.
be telling the story through their lens.
Yes.
Because I don't actually.
Well,
So
no.
it is from Richmond.
News wouldn't do
Take it
that.
back.
News wouldn't do that.
No,
No. They,
And
they give you facts and that's all.
And a now defunct Mexican restaurant wouldn't just say, "Oh, of course we invented that."
No. No.
And you wonder why they're defunct. Miracle Whip, jackasses. You made it with Miracle Whip.
We're down in the South. You could use real delicious Duke's mayonnaise and not Miracle Whip.
Amen.
Now, what do you know about Duke's mayonnaise? You know anything about that
Oh,
history?
it's from right here in Richmond. Sours Company.
There we go.
Yeah.
A little bit of information,
Hit our historian.
but
Duke's
no
mayonnaise
details.
Is the shit.
No details. It was just top level.
I mean, forgive me for not knowing the true story of Duke's mayonnaise.
Yeah, where's your Duke's dissertation, guest?
I just know it was created here,
It
and it is what it is now.
It is very good. It is the best. It's the best mayonnaise. I have been running into a problem lately where like all right, so in my house I only want Duke's mayonnaise, right? But my wife insists on buying low-fat Duke's mayonnaise, which you may as well just give me Miracle Whip. As far as I'm like, I want full-fat Duke's mayonnaise. I want the real deal. And this has been a bone of contention around the house. And her response, it's difficult to deny. She says, when you do the grocery shopping, you
Yep.
can get the regular Duke's
Yeah.
mayonnaise. And I'm like, well,
I'm
just
never going to do that.
I'm just like, I prefer the Duke's mayonnaise.
Haven't
Like,
we
can
done the math on all that reduced fat stuff? Like
They add sugar.
Yeah, exactly. So you're getting more worse, badder shit.
This is my whole argument.
Yeah.
So then the other day, I go in the fridge and I find 2 low-fat Duke's mayonnaise.
Now she's rubbing your nose
And
in
I'm
it,
like,
dude.
oh my God. Because her thing is, oh, well, maybe I'll get it the next time we need mayonnaise. But now we got multiple mayonnaise. Then I came across the worst abomination I've ever tasted. No soy sauce.
That's can't be a thing, right?
Cannot. No. Oh, please, Stu, you had to. No. That's
Oh.
a well trained.
Hey, don't ever check your thoughts on this mic. You just let it flow. You could be dead wrong.
Yeah, that's how you end up in season
Brendan,
5 greatest hits. Yeah, I've been wrong every time I've had a prediction for
Yeah.
5 years. And
It's kind of his thing.
Doesn't stop me from pontificating.
Yeah.
It's kind of what I do. I'll make predictions tonight that'll never come
That's
true.
right. It's entertainment.
That's how I
I
roll.
wasn't supposed to be a fact checker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now all of a sudden we got the fact checker over here dinging me.
My palate is so fucked up. Like, you put Miracle Whip and or mayonnaise on something, I can't tell the difference.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Because Miracle Whip is sour.
Whenever I tell anybody that, they're like, what the hell? How can you not tell the difference?
I'll go get you the no soy sauce. You will certainly taste. This shit is literally vinegar with like black food coloring in it. And they're like, no soy sauce. And so we get this, and I smell it. Like, we're eating Chinese food the other day, and I'm like, oh, this could use some soy sauce. And she's like, oh, here's this. And I'm like, what is this? It's soy. So you can't remove the soy from soy sauce. Now you just have sauce.
Not just sauce.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Could be anything.
You need a little mini fridge. And you just need to make little trips and get your own condiments, like on the side.
Yeah, because that is like the thing that I'm weird about. Like, I want tomatoes in the house.
Yeah.
I want real mayonnaise in the house. Basically, I want to be able to make a BLT at any given moment.
Yeah,
That's critical.
with legit BLT ingredients.
yeah. I don't need a no tomato.
Yeah,
I don't need a no soy sauce. I had no idea this stuff existed, though. It is god-awful. I mean, god-awful. It ruined
I don't have to taste that to know it's going to be awful.
vinegar with black food coloring. I mean, straight up. That's all it was.
It just overpowers the sushi to no end,
unbelievable.
or Chinese, or
And
whatever
I'm
you put
okay
it on.
when we get the low sodium soy
Yeah.
sauce. I really don't taste much of a difference there. Now I do go, do we have any real soy sauce? But I think that's because I'm a dick,
Yeah.
not because I actually care. I'm just like, low sodium. My blood pressure's fine. Let's go to the doctor, which I clearly have issues. but I mean, there's no proof that that's.
Well, they're back and forth on the whole salt thing anyway.
Thank
Like,
you. That is my point.
and if you don't add it to a lot of things, I don't think the average person intakes an excessive amount.
No, all right, mystery guest. Are you a doctor?
No.
Damn. I was going to ask him if he knew anything about
I had
that.
to
He'll
think
take a
about
look
that one.
though.
I can't figure out who this mystery guest
I
is.
know
I
he's.
thought I'd say your cabinet is being filled with Miracle Whip, no soy sauce, and you have turkey bacon.
Oh my God! There's more turkey bacon in this house. See, the thing is that she can't stop me. Is I'm the guy who shops out of the Schwann's truck, so there's always real bacon in the house.
Now
But-
you see you need to get the Schwann's guy to start bringing you mayonnaise and
Hey,
soy sauce.
Hey, Steven, can you run by the store?
Don't think he won't. That dude loves you. I've seen you guys interact, and y'all have a connection that is a little bit weird. Or maybe he's like that with everybody.
That's absolutely not. No, we do not.
You don't think you have a weird connection?
Oh yeah, we have a weird connection.
I'm not saying you're dating. I'm saying, like, he's staying in your house. He knows a lot about you. You guys see each other on the regular. I bet he'd stop by and pick up some mayonnaise for you. Actually, I guarantee he would do that.
Yeah, if I told him, hey man, I'm going to buy the pot roast tonight.
Yeah.
But I need some Dukes.
Yeah.
You know what? He probably would because he likes to make a sale.
I bet you could get it for you in bulk.
I wish a motherfucker would, because that would be really sweet to have that just sitting.
I mean, he's a salesman. He's a salesman.
The dude hustles, man.
Yeah.
The other day I missed him, and my phone was blowing up. I was like, I don't know this number, and I checked my messages like a few days later, and it's like, hey, it's Steven. You're not answering your door. I was like, okay.
There's a reason for that.
I wasn't home.
Take a
That was
hint.
the reason. No,
No, I come over. It's like dark, and he's standing in your foyer at 8 o'clock at night, like wheeling and dealing some fucking sliders and shit. Like,
I do love the guy.
I mean, he is not. He's
So what's your go-to for Schwann's?
well, am I doing low carb or not low carb?
You're dying. What are you going to?
Oh, I want some of them croissant egg sausage sandwiches. I like the Fiesta burritos. I like the steak and cheese. It's exceptionally good. Anything with ice cream in it, phenomenal. The only thing from there I would not order because it's trash. They can't keep the cheese in a matzo stick to save their fucking life. All it is hollow breaded fried material every time, and then there's like cheese melted everywhere else.
It just disappears.
I don't understand. It's like they poke a hole in it, before it leaves the factory.
Gotcha.
And it all just drains
This is
out.
going to be so funny.
It's exactly right.
This
It's
is
like-
healthy for you now.
It's the Schwann's joke. They're like, they keep ordering it. It's funny. But all their stuff's good, man. Pierogies, you name it. All the healthy shit.
Do you buy a lot of stuff too from them?
No, we don't do anything that's bulk like that.
It sounds cool until I've been over here and see like Brendan order a few things, and it's expensive as hell.
Oh yeah, it's not a good deal.
Unfortunately, everything we have is a substitute for the real thing.
Oh,
I feel like-
my wife could have a field day at your house. You guys could eat no pasta with some no soy sauce.
I feel like once they get that one sale on you too, they're not letting up. Like they're just coming back. Like,
every time.
hey,
Try
buddy.
those pierogies.
You look like you could use some ribs.
And the last time I was here watching Brendan interact with the dude, like Brendan had gotten what he wanted, and then like he was walking out the door. He's like, "Oh yeah," he's like, breaks out the little pamphlet. He's like, "We got the such and such in there," and Brendan's like, "Yeah, okay, yeah, I'll take some of those too." Like, you know, because they're buddies, and you don't want to disappoint your buddy. And I mean, there was probably like another $40 or whatever the hell it was. But what are you gonna do? I mean, it's hard to tell someone who works in sales no directly to their face when they're standing in your house.
So
It is tough. Basically, if you answer the door, you're buying.
Yeah.
You're like,
So
well,
what's your biggest drop, dollar wise?
the thing that I buy that costs the most?
No,
Well,
like-
what's the biggest sale? Like, what have you walked out?
He walks in and one call closes you for $1,000.
No. We're in the 3-figure range, but I've certainly cleared 100.
Yeah.
I mean, and I may have cleared 100 today because last week I missed him.
Yeah.
So I had to really
Had to
stock
catch up.
I had to get, I did get more bacon.
He's in there
we got
going,
wings.
Man, little Susie, she's got that limp, and we gotta get that brace. Hey, do you want the extra thing of bacon?
Oh, he's got this.
You'd really be helping me and my family out.
He's got the saddest story ever. He comes over and he's like, "I'm a Browns fan," and I was like, "Oh fuck." God. Sorry, but now starting next year, I don't want to hear it anymore.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it. Champs, I'm calling it now.
Well, we know how this is going to turn out.
Next
Yeah.
year, Super Bowl champs.
Yeah, you just ruined it.
Cleveland Browns.
I saw an article about the draft the other day talking about who did poorly, and the Bengals were on there, and I was like, really? You went out on that limb? Like, you could just change it a year every time. I mean, they're always awful.
That would certainly narrow it down.
Oh. Can I change the topic real quick?
Of course.
I can't wait to see where you go.
So if you ripped up your ticket at the Kentucky Derby, if it hits the ground, you can't pick it back up and put it together because did you guys already approach this?
No, the
Did
Kentucky
not
Derby
hear that.
happened on Saturday.
Yeah.
So
Did
this is Monday.
It all runs together.
That
I'm not really
was
paying
crazy.
attention.
So I missed the whole damn
I missed
thing.
it too, but
because
I
I was
saw the
hanging out
highlight.
in your
Yeah.
neighborhood.
So the easiest way what happened was, if I equate it to NASCAR, they basically
I don't know.
the winning horse was blocking.
Look who's from
Yeah.
He went
Norfolk.
from the inside rail all the way out, touching horses, and can't apparently do that.
I mean, I
Took
saw the
tw-
replay. It was kind of egregious. I'm willing to say they should have.
The way I
done
see it
something.
is that should be part of the fucking game.
I'm with you.
Thank you, mystery guest.
Oh, you guys didn't change my voice yet?
I like you so much better like this. I'm
We
sorry.
do need to flip the script. It's
when
been
we
35
do
minutes.
when we do the deli, he gets to come
That's
out
right.
on the other
Yes,
side.
Yeah.
But people are still trying to figure out who this is.
We've had so many guests too. Who could it be?
You know what's funny?
I can't wait to find
Is
out.
you put it out on Facebook earlier today, and no one got it right except
No.
for one person, and I believe that person had inside knowledge.
Yes. And he's an asshole.
Boom.
Nailed it.
He definitely had inside knowledge.
I think
And he
so.
is kind of an asshole.
That's exactly right.
Why is everything funnier through that voice? Like when you do it, I never laugh so much, but when the mystery guest does it, it's killing me.
Because the mystery guest is built for this.
Another
Yes.
hint, I don't think anyone likes my voice.
Oh, you're being
That's hard on yourself.
Yeah, which gives it away a little bit right there because this mystery guest is always
Someone likes
hard
your
on
voice. I don't know anybody personally,
That's
but
all I'm saying.
us. His mother.
yes, your mother probably can tolerate it. I will say that.
Tolerate.
It's a little annoying, but
Oh, you should have heard him fucking
honest
cry.
about
Colicky little shit.
Why are the walls vibrating all night?
No, but it was crazy. The Kentucky Derby was crazy because that was the
Yeah.
first time in 145 years they reversed it like that. Like, how many fortunes were made, lost, and then made again? I mean, good God. Can you imagine thinking you won some money on that?
And the schmuck
but-
that won was worth a fortune.
That's the first thing I thought. All the people just going nuts.
Yeah.
And it being ripped away from them.
Somebody calling their boss, fuck you. I
Right.
ain't coming in tomorrow.
I mean, I'd like to show up early.
Yeah.
I gotta go. Prank call.
But I was
Yeah.
thinking of the flip side. Everybody, when the race ended, the people had the second place ticket.
Yeah.
Ripped it
Tore it
up.
up.
And that when you go to the races, if it touches the ground, if it's ripped up, you can't pick up your winnings ticket.
Yeah.
And if you did that, you're screwed. But that horse was 65 to 1.
65 to 1.
Beautiful odds.
So if you bet $1, you win like $80, $90, something like that. I don't know
65.
how it works.
I clearly that just became evident very quickly. But
But you know somebody laid $100 or $1,000 on them or something. I mean,
How much do they win?
we'll never know. We'll never know.
never know. That would have been awesome.
That's if you're gonna gamble, that's where the fun is, right? On the long shot.
Do you think somebody bet there was a disqualification?
Ooh, like the side bet.
You know, I don't think you can bet that at the track, but that's certainly the kind of props you could do
On the online, yeah.
or even possibly in like a sports book.
God, what would the odds be on that? Since in 145 years, it's never happened.
It's probably like the perfect bracket in
Yeah.
NCAA.
It's never happened in the Kentucky Derby, but how often does it happen?
That's
In
true.
races
Yeah,
throughout
it
the
probably
year.
does happen.
It does happen for
what
sure
I-
because
yeah.
I've been at
Well, it has to
races
happen.
where it's happened. So, I mean, the ultimate trick is you want to like see if a horse gets disqualified for drugs and then go shoot
Yeah.
up that horse right before the race. That's where the easy money is. Everybody knows that.
Well, and the whole race was kind of up in the air because the favorite got scratched before.
This whole thing was kind of a shit show, right?
Yeah.
Like the favorite got scratched.
And it was a huge field.
Yeah, and then the winner gets DQ'd, and then the new winner is a 65 to 1 odd long shot. Like, there's no chance that horse.
Well, then the
Wins
initial
the
winner got
Preakness.
like bumped way back, like didn't even place her show, like was way back. I think was the way it worked, right?
Well, if you're DQ'd, you're out.
I don't think he got DQ'd, or no, it affected like it didn't just affect that one horse; it affected like multiple horses down.
Well,
the
because
line.
everyone moves up one, so
Yeah.
now your win, place, and show all adjusted. I mean, it's in a ripple effect that mostly affected.
So probably the
degenerates.
books made out the best because, like Stu was saying, people tore up tickets, people left, So there's like money that's never going to be claimed out there.
I think they said it was actually an unfortunate swing.
Oh, really?
Just because, if it was 2 to 1, then every 30 bets on the favorite, you only need one bet on the other to even it out,
Okay.
essentially. So, I mean, I remember reading that Vegas
Yeah,
took
but how
it in the
many people
pants.
put money on the 65 to 1 horse?
I would have had a $5 on it.
But that doesn't hurt them.
No, it absolutely doesn't. No, not fucking bulls. Sorry. Just kidding. Stupid bulls. No, but I mean, because that tends to be how I bet, though.
Yeah.
Well, I guess if it's the Kentucky Derby, though, you go bigger. You go $20.
Yeah.
But I'm still not. Yeah, I'm still going to be a $20 gambler. I'm never going to be as confident as I was when I placed the money on the bulls.
How'd that go?
I just missed it.
Just a bit outside.
So I just found out that
I still thought that was weird too. Like, I still thought you bet too much to not win enough. You should at least. I feel like if I'm gambling, I should at least be winning when I'm gambling.
Oh, because they were moving the odds away from that.
I
mean,
know.
That's crazy. So the guy I went with that day, I had him so hyped up because I had his ass drive me from Tennessee to Mississippi to place the bet.
I think.
It adds up.
Yeah.
And so I'm driving over there, and the whole time I'm like, we got to do this. I'm putting money on the Bulls, man. It's the biggest lack. And I almost have him convinced to do it for the Bulls. He's like, God, this sounds really good.
He went against you?
So we get there, and he goes, you know what? I'm going to do it for my Grizz. I'm going to bet on the Memphis Grizzlies. So he puts a bunch of money down on the Grizzlies. So he and I walk out of there just so confident that we're champs. He lost his by the hook. like the half a game.
Oh no.
He missed it by the fucking half a game, which is far more frustrating. 'cause
Yes.
he was watching it, and then that last game, like
Yeah,
all of his money's riding on it.
on one game.
Yeah, and they lost. Whereas I knew I was out like October.
Yeah. You were out 5 games in.
Yeah, I mean,
You're like, we're pretty good.
it was pretty easy.
Actually, before the season, you knew you were out.
Because I had like I had
Yeah,
no
your
starters,
starters were
when
all
we
injured,
started
yeah.
the season. I was like, oh, that's not good.
So you want the back history?
Of what?
The Derby?
Oh, I'd love it.
Disqualifications? So that was the first time the
I
winners.
like having the producer over
Yeah.
here, the internet guy.
That's the first time the first place has been disqualified. But says 1984 they had a 4th and a 5th place that were switched based on interference.
Can
And
you?
then-
I wonder. Can you gamble on that?
I don't
can you
know.
Be like,
I don't know.
my
But
horse.
You
Like
have to be able
own.
to gamble on that. Vegas has to.
You
that
think?
there's got to be
There's
something.
just so many obscure bets.
Like,
these
because like
days.
if you're a horse, about to be glue, if you own that horse and you know it's not going to win, but you're like, he's going to come in 5th. I'm going to put some money on him coming in 5th, and then
Yep. Well, this was a disqualification for the winner this time, but in 1968 they had another disqualification, but it was 2 days after the finishes because the horse just came back way positive.
Oh,
for the
yeah, that
steroids.
was for the steroid. I did.
That
Yeah,
was 68 was the steroids, and then 84 was a 4th and 5th place that they.
so nothing
fixed back on
really
interference.
swung it like this.
Yeah, nothing
That's
spun
a
the needle
huge- yeah.
like this did.
The mystery guest is grabbing a deli.
Was it deli time?
It's deli time.
Without deli, we're going to press on.
Well, you know what, though? I like that we have the adjustment. Last week we decided that we were going to adjust the deli, that unless you get a 4,
4 is high.
it is high. But you know what? The delis were becoming watered down because the 3.5s and the 3s were getting deli status. But you know how hard it is to get a 4? There's probably only been like 6 beers. It really will move the exclusivity of the deli back to where we think it is. Thank you so much, mystery guest. I appreciate that. Oh
Thank
yeah,
you,
you
sir.
only have to take a sip,
Oh, yeah, we can share that one.
or you can just not take a sip,
I'm not going to do that to you.
like your attitude, Stu. I forgot he's fun intolerant.
It's good qualities.
Yeah.
You sip that, and then I'll finish it.
That's what she said.
But I want you to take note.
This is the
notes.
Smithwick's Red Ale.
Oh, it is not a Smithwick's.
Smithwicks. Smithwick's.
Okay, it's a Smittix.
So, Norfolk, you say?
Look, man, if there's one thing that I know is that there is nothing less beautiful than the Irish language, and I mean nothing.
Have you
It
heard
is.
German?
Dude, you go listen to people. It
Irish
is.
is a secret language.
It really is that nobody's ever
Yeah,
unlocked.
but Scottish is on that level.
I'll go with you on the Scottish.
Spend some time with the Gaelic language, though. It is so
Look, I don't
bad.
care what way they swing, dude. I'm just
That
saying.
has nothing to do with that.
I know you, and I know your language. And it's pretty Gaelic.
It is Smittix.
Okay.
It is spelled Smithwicks.
And where we speak English.
Okay, I understand that phonetically, it's Smithwick's. I'll give you
Okay.
that. But if you go into an Irish bar and you order a Smithwick's,
And they butcher
the bartender will look right back at you and say, "You want a Smittix?" Every time. Try it. Go to an Irish bar, say you want a Smithwick's, and they'll be like, "I'll get you a Smittix,"
Okay.
and they go get it. It's
Troy's going to get kicked out for kicking the bartender's ass.
That's right.
It's fucking Smithwick's.
loser.
It's Cool Whip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool Whip.
Why are you saying it like that?
Actually, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, if they say like with, it is like wid. They go, "Oh, wid. That was wid dummy." You know, instead of with. I think
Yes.
maybe they just pronounce the THs with a duh.
You think?
That's probably it.
Yeah.
But it's Smittix.
Yeah.
So-
they don't speak correctly. We're all on the same page.
The reason I wanted to get Smittix is because I was in Nashville this past week,
Smithwick's.
and I go into this Irish pub with my buddy,
Of course you do.
And he says, "Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna have a Smithwick's," and I was like, "It's a Smithwick's," and
You're insufferable. Continue.
the best thing is, and I even told him, I go, but why are you drinking Smithwick's? They have Guinness on draft. That's
Smithwick's has a better beer than this red ale. They have something they're known for,
no,
right?
this is their. They've changed the label.
Oh, it
to
looks
make
totally
it-
different. But I remember
Yeah.
I've heard Smithwick's. I know they have a beer, but it's their red ale is their signature beer.
Well, Smithwick's has always had the ale. They just recently put red on here, but I
Yeah, it's
looked
real
around.
weird looking.
I looked around the rest of the store. There was no other Smithwick's in the place.
Okay.
So I think this is a rebrand
Okay,
of the original.
that
But,
sounds familiar. A lot of companies do that.
I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I'm sure.
You've never been wrong on here.
Thank you.
Let's
I-
not.
I'll
start.
tell you
Sorry,
what.
Troy, you're not getting this one back. This one's pretty good.
Okay, I'll open one up then.
Hey, Stu, could you do me a favor and confirm that Smithwick's does not have a different ale and that red ale is the original? Troy, did you just drop an entire keg out of the fridge there? That sounded
Mostly.
it sounded pretty loud. So I'm sitting in this Irish bar and I'm like, he's like, I want to get a Smithwick's, and I'm like, all right, it's a Smithwick's. Like, order the Smithwick's. And I said, but why would you get a Smithwick's over a Guinness when Guinness is already the perfect beer? And then I realized that I'm such a homer about Guinness that I'm not even like, I don't even give other beers a chance. I'm like, trash. Like, I'm drinking this. Like, it's Guinness or nothing. And so today I was standing there and I was like, you know what? I'm getting the Smithwick's and I want to give it a fair shake without any other beer to compare it to. Like, just let it stand on its own. Yes, Stu.
Would you at all say this is similar to a Killian's Irish Red?
I was
Because they're
gonna
saying
say-
there's a lot of comparison here. So
Irish
this is
make
the same.
Well,
Both
Stouts
red ales.
or red ales?
Okay, Killian's is a Coors product. This is a Guinness product.
So it's better.
No,
They killed it with marketing.
So the Smithwick's says a ruby red brew with a gentle hop bitterness and a sweet malt finish, 4.5%. Oh, and this is the Irish version of Jipping You Off, 11.2 ounces. Way to go!
honestly, in my hand, I didn't even pick up on this. This was a shit bottle. These sons of bitches.
Yep.
It's that metric bullshit.
Yep.
That's because they're stuck under that British thumb, which is bullshit.
Fucking bullshit.
Thank you, mystery guest. Actually, if you taste this, you can't compare that to a Killian's. Killian's is shit compared to this.
No,
I can't find any other like flavored ales from Smithwick's.
There's only one Smithwick,
There's Smithwick's ale, and then there's this
The red ale.
but they're not the same.
No, there's the green label.
I think that's what we're thinking about, Brendan.
So this is something
This
different.
is different. I think this is different.
I want proof.
Get it, Stu. Look a picture up of the
Smithwick.
green ale
Right
bottle.
there. See that?
There's a totally
Yes,
different beer.
that's what I'm
actually
used to.
called
I know, but it still
Smithwick's.
says Irish ale. Can you look up?
It's Smithwick's Importish Irish Ale. It's a 12-ounce bottle, not 11.2.
You just go to the Smithwick's website and see if they have two different beers there. He is not getting this job.
I don't think you're a homer with the Guinness thing because as someone who was raised on cheap domestic beer, I still find Guinness to be the perfect beer as well. Like, and if you're in an Irish bar, I feel like,
Oh, there's no two ways about it.
I mean, I always get the half and half because that's how I roll. But
Typical.
Guinness is awesome.
I
And
agree.
this does not compare to Guinness.
No, but I am giving
this
this,
is
a fair
good.
shake. I'm giving it a
and it's not original to Guinness.
no. It was actually made by a totally different company. Guinness didn't buy it till like
They bought it in 1965.
They bought
was gonna say the
Smithwick's?
70s.
Yeah, 1965.
Oh, Guinness owns this.
yeah, but then
Oh, I did not know that.
they
But
do now.
Smithwick's
Thank you.
founded 1710. So we're
Yeah, it's like a Killarney or a Kilkenny beer, right?
Kilkenny.
There you go.
Boom.
See, where's my history guy over here?
Mystery guest.
You didn't know you're
I
stupid.
may or may not be Irish.
Good tip.
Yeah.
May
clue.
or may not. So that narrows it down.
Good clue. He's a human. There is no more
Irish.
that guy comment.
Yeah.
than, I may or not be Irish. That's a hint.
Yes.
Tis not. Tis not. All right, I'm interested to see what he comes up with here because this
Okay,
is the
here we go. We got
Here's-
there's three of them.
okay. And what are they?
Obviously, we got the Smithwick's Red Ale,
Yep.
the Smithwick's Pale Ale, which is
this
the
is-
green label,
Okay, but that's not the typical.
and then Smithwick's Blonde Ale.
Okay, so this is the original Smithwick's. This is the traditional Smithwick's that we're
Correct.
drinking.
Yes.
Perfect. That's what I thought.
It just so happens to be a red ale.
Yeah, I did my research, i.e., I stared at the Irish beers and I go, boy, they're really only selling one Smithwick's. I don't remember saying red ale on it. They used to just say Irish ale. But I got it. Now that I am drinking it, I'm formulating an opinion that is exclusive of Guinness, and I'm glad to have that. Stu, would you like to give a review, or should we go somewhere else? Because I did have you feverishly working over there.
Just a reminder, it is
1 to
1
5.
to 5 with 0.5 being available. So 5 is the best, 0 is the worst.
I'll give it a 3.1.
3.1.
That's
All
only
right.
because it's been a while since I've had the true beer.
That's true. Well, and now, so what's the deal? Because you're gluten intolerant. You're gonna shit everywhere tonight. Is that what's happening right now?
Things go according to plan.
You just lost half your listeners, but
No, because what I'm concerned about
No,
is
I'll be
that
fine.
I
I'll be
wouldn't
fine.
sacrifice my colon for a 3.1.
No.
Now, if it was a 4.5, I'd be like,
I'll give you one.
turd's a turd.
I'm rolling the dice.
Yeah.
I'm giving it the 3 because it's been so long that I've had a true beer. I'm just going to start in the middle and say
Okay.
hey, there's something I could have that's better, and there's something I could have worse. And you get me doing this, I'll probably have a better rating down the road.
You suck, you jackass.
Cheers to that.
I think a 3 is a very
No,
good.
no, I agree. It is
It's not 2.5. We do a lot of that, and I always feel guilty when I do a 2.5.
Well, where do you have this one land?
This is surprisingly good. I would never seek this out. Like you said, I grab a Guinness first, but this is a tasty treat, and I could give this a 3.5 easily. I don't know what flavor notes I'm picking up on it, but it's not over hoppy. It's not over malty.
It's not overly malty.
Yeah, it's kind of right, right up the middle, which is kind of a nice little.
I agree.
As I come off drinking this Ardent IPA, which is hopped to death, I really enjoyed this beer.
I think the description that you read off the bottle is the best way to describe it.
Well,
What's
give it
it
to us,
say?
mystery guest.
A blend of mild hops, sweet malt, and roasted barley.
Literally
Nailed
right
it.
down the middle. So,
This beer is right down the middle.
as I drink it, what I didn't expect,
And it gets better the more you drink it.
so
They all do.
True that.
I've
Put
never,
a 10, 12 up in you. They're
like
delicious.
I said, I've never had this kind of like on its own and just given it its fair shake. Because I'm always offended.
You're not the biased type.
I'm a piece of work. So I'm drinking it now, and the one thing I expected right away was a sweet, sickening, kind of malty pop. I figured that's what was coming. Because Killian's has a good malty pop. And that's what I figured this would be.
Would you like to hear their own description?
Nope. Not yet. Well, because I don't want it to taint. So the maltiness is there, but there's a hint of the hops that's in
Cut.
Heineken.
It's cut with it, yeah.
It's a Heineken hop.
that skunky little bit of
Yes.
skunk
Yep.
in there.
And I guarantee they didn't say that with a Heineken hop kick.
With a little skunk.
But it has a hint of that skunk tearing through it. That's
It does.
that Heineken skunk. And that's
Yeah.
the hop they're using. So I really like the way that plays into it. This beer's far better than I ever gave it credit for, in my opinion.
Wow.
This is a 4.
Okay.
I go all the way to
You
4
are a
on
little
this.
biased because it's still Irish. So
It is, but it's one that I've hated forever. And now I'm starting to think that, I was probably just getting it mixed with Murphy's. That shit beer. No, I really like this. I like that it's malty but not sweet. Little bit of hop kick. That's a really tasty beer. It tastes more real
Yeah.
than a Killian's or something like that. I definitely give it a 4.
So can I
Stu,
tell you?
Go ahead.
This is pretty funny. You can definitely tell it's Irish beer based on what they say it pairs well with.
haggis.
Don't say potatoes.
It says
beef.
corned beef, Irish beef stew, cabbage, and potatoes. Top 4.
Nailed it.
Yeah, you know what it tastes good
Oh,
with?
haggis is
Not
Scottish.
having a mattress.
Yeah.
That's what it tastes great with, because that's the Irish way.
You mean anything you could eat is what it tastes good with.
Yes.
What is it? Anything you can boil and suck through a straw?
Yeah.
All right, mystery guest, if you could give us your review, that would be great.
I want to give it a 3.5.
Okay,
I might
okay.
even jump up to 4 due to Irish heritage. But it is. It's good. I would buy this.
And-
Absolutely.
Any kind of tasting notes or anything?
Everything you guys just said.
No, it has that little touch of hops. Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah,
Continue speaking.
it's hard to go forth after connoisseurs like us have, broken it down.
But anything else?
Well, I mean, I read the label, so I thought I already broke it down.
Here's
helps.
another hint. He can read. That might surprise you.
It's a
true.
pretty good reader.
And you're back.
I'm back.
There he is.
There I am.
All right, the mystery guest is here. Should we say his name or should we let everybody?
I mean, as soon as we said, and we're back, we knew who it was. It's the one and the only.
Boom. Been watching
Pat.
birds a lot recently. Anyway, you guys are ruining the story.
It's Pat.
The man is back.
Welcome back, Pat.
What up?
Thanks
Irish
for joining
Pat.
us. Thanks for joining us.
Glad to be here.
Did your throat hurt after having to do that with your voice that whole time? That was hardcore.
Took a lot, but no, I'm good.
Honestly, I think that was a lot of fun keeping
That
you
was
behind that
a lot of
cloak.
fun.
Like, I was enjoying the shit out of that
I actually
personally.
started to think that's how my voice sounds.
I was going to say, I had a hard time not mimicking. I was like, oh, that's a great voice. Let's
It
just do
almost
that.
sounds like, Stu, you have that feature going on.
I know. Stu.
Oh, no kidding. Now you
Give it to me. Give it to me all the way. Let's go.
No, everybody knows who you are. It's not as funny.
You should
That
do
was
a
good,
poll.
though.
Do a poll and find out how many people guessed before we.
Well, and that was kind of because Troy had put it out on Facebook earlier today, like teasing it. So then I was like, as we were playing with the board setting up today, I was like, oh my God, that'd be so much fun to put you behind the curtain.
Good thing he didn't say he was one of the original Godfather, because that would have been a giveaway.
I didn't know what he was going to give us, but then
I didn't want
he
to
gave
give
us
much because I figure
he gave
if
us
I
brilliant
reference-
gems like I might be Irish, I might
Yes.
not. Ah, yes.
Do you want to answer that question for us?
Yes, I am Irish.
Nailed
I'm
it.
truly Irish. Brendan, are you Irish?
Dude, yeah.
So just for the listeners,
Totes.
Brendan won't take a DNA test because he doesn't know if he is actually Irish.
I don't need a DNA test to tell me that I'm Irish.
That's right.
Got a huge penis. It's an Irish thing.
Right.
Are you denying it?
No, not at all. It is an Irish thing.
Oldest trick in the book. Just cater to your audience. Come on, buddy. We're all smart.
I told someone once, I was like, yeah, I got the DNA test. I haven't taken it yet because I know I'm white, and I really don't. How that breaks down, it really doesn't matter to me. Like, I'm just going to find out I'm.
You're some European nonsense.
Exactly, yeah. I'm part something, probably part something else.
I mean,
And you're rooted in the heart of Africa.
I know
Well,
if
of course,
I
if
know
you
if
follow
it's
the
all
history back.
true what I've heard, then I'm German, Czech, and Irish if I go with everything I've heard. But that makes assumptions that nowhere in the lineage of this was there any sneaking off and doing something else, because that's
Yeah.
all it takes to completely
Blow you up.
change everything. You know what I mean? Like, what if my great-great-grandma decided to sneak off one night with some Italian?
My thing is, I'm not going to change who I am because, I found out I'm 1/10 Russian. Like,
But if you
all
spent
right.
your whole life like me listening to Irish music and
Yeah.
like truly embracing
No, I think for
Irish?
myself. I don't do that.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, but there's the difference between your DNA testing and then your culture you're raised in. You
True.
can be
But if I find out that I'm appropriating Irish culture, I'm going to be furious.
Yeah, you would. You would.
Like, I will start going around. I'll blow up the whole damn spot. I'll be
Yeah.
like, that Notre Dame mascot's racist. Like, that's racist. Like, I'll be like, I can't believe St. Patrick's Day has become a drunk fest. I think we should stop selling alcohol on St. Patrick's Day. I will blow the spot
Yeah.
up.
Get that picture of Kennedy off my wall, actually.
Yeah.
I'm still a Kennedy. That much is
True. You are still a Kennedy.
Looking at an Ireland license plate back here behind you.
Oh, the whole place is
Yeah.
done up. No anything to my Czech or German
Yeah.
history. Like
Trubisky.
it's a Polak.
Oh, is he?
I would assume the ski, right? And that's a word.
Well,
That's a
Czech-
word that
Czech can be ski.
that's
Yeah.
definitely like rooted in racism, right? The Polak instead of Polish, or is Polak the official term?
I don't know.
Like I don't know, but it sure sounds like something that because well, no, they said Polish jokes.
You
Maybe
say
they
Polak
are. Maybe
jokes?
they are just Polacks. And
Leave
yet,
it alone, you Mick.
I mean, if you want to be offensive, if you want to be offended, you can find it anywhere. I mean,
I just find it amazing that entire country and they got destroyed, like for so long. Like people telling Polish
with the
jokes
jokes,
and all that. Yeah,
or you mean
and they
physically?
just disappeared one
Probably
day.
both.
Both, yeah, a little both.
40s
As a
were rough.
historian, I was thinking you meant like just destroyed by the German or the Russian army.
Yeah.
Or
Well, and that's-
just
They
whoever
did
was
get destroyed.
going through them.
I don't think the
But
jokes
at
hurt
the
them so
time-
much as the Russians and Germans. Oh, you're
The jokes burn deep, but you know,
Sticks and stones will break, but wars really hurt.
yeah, those bombs really hurt me.
Our submarines do not have screen doors. I'll have you know.
But they have sliding doors.
We got here. Open the hatch and take a look.
We're good to go. We got Flex Seal.
Yeah,
We understand that the screen doors were a problem, so we've installed French doors from France. We fixed the glitch.
Goddamn Polacks!
Jeez,
All of a sudden,
Pat, you're no longer. If you're gonna say
yeah,
some
turn
stuff
that,
like
turn that
that,
voice back up.
let me
actually.
know. I can. There, now say whatever you want to say.
Goddamn Polacks!
Oh,
you
oh, wrong one, wrong one.
You set me up.
no, I didn't.
I love Polacks. They're really good people, well cultured.
They're hardy.
Now that you're done with that, I'll go ahead and bring you back to your regular voice.
Here we
I didn't
go.
want anyone getting mistaken that this bigot was not.
Yeah.
Look, if you can't joke about it, then you probably are.
Yep. That's how it works.
That's what I tell myself.
That's how I sleep at
As he
night.
cries / laughs himself to sleep at night.
They're gonna love this joke tomorrow.
All right. Speaking of something that a joke that's about to hit the whole country, and I'm dying to know, and Troy, I know you're dying to know. The Impossible Burger 2.0 is out, right?
Yeah.
Like we've known this. So to those that don't know, the Impossible Burger is a completely plant-based, sustainable burger. The 1.0, people said it tasted all right. And this is mind blowing. The thing that they said wasn't good about it is it didn't bleed like a burger.
That's what you want in your plant-based food.
Yeah, you want it to bleed. So this was the complaint that when you bit in, you didn't get that juicy blood.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Well, they fixed that in the,
Good.
the 2.0.
Thank you.
So now when you bite into it, it actually oozes blood.
Does it cry? Because that's what I'm looking for.
Well, I don't think they've made it out of lamb yet. Yeah, I'll tell you what, when they come
I
out
want
with
it so rare.
Impossible 3.0, better be calves.
I hate these people.
So you're anti-Impossible Burger?
I have no desire to eat this thing. It doesn't interest me at all.
But in our world today, the population is, well, it's starting to scale back a little bit if you look at numbers. But in most of the world, it's blowing up. In developed world, it seems to be leveling out. It's very odd.
Well, you heard the Radio Lab or This American Life that talked about how plants communicate with each other. Like,
Strangely, to the
It
point that I heard
freaks you
I saw
out,
TED Talks on
dude.
it's
Like
apparently real.
the American, the Americans, they're mostly Americans. The vegans who want to bang this drum of like, I don't eat anything that's alive and has a face. It's like, you really want to break it down. Eating plants is no better than eating these. Now, I'm not saying we.
Well,
in their
there is
defense-
one difference.
In their defense, we don't treat our animals that we eat very well. I will say that. Like, we manufacture the shit out of them.
Well,
and
look
that's-
at fields of corn. I mean, is that a good life? Well, actually, yeah. You know, it's just like living in New
That's what
York.
they're gonna do anyway.
In a perfect scenario, right?
So the biggest difference for the 2.0 is they've created a way for it to look like it bleeds when you bite into the burger.
I was literally.
Thanks.
Welcome
back. You weren't listening.
Are
You
your
were-
are
he
your
was
headphones
Googling.
on?
No, I just lost
He
it for a
was
second. Yeah, I
I
was the Googler. Sorry.
I do love
this
that
is
you're
interesting.
killing the internet. But tell me more.
Yeah. So
I also saw something that was
Like
interesting
that
about
didn't
it.
bleed or something.
I'm sorry, I'm dying.
He's dropping the
Please,
headphones.
God.
No, that was no. You backed me up, and that's what I'm saying. The flavor hasn't been changed much. It's the bleed.
So I also
fact
saw on
checker.
Reddit a great thread that was like,
Got a little
if
too
everyone switched to veganism, will we not rid the world of all the plant-based food? Like everyone just started eating plant-based food. Like how are we going to sustain that?
Good point.
And the hordes of chickens.
Yeah,
those dinosaurs would be tearing across the earth.
yeah.
I mean, God, I'd have to carry a knife with me
We
everywhere.
should, we should at least eat all the chickens first.
I agree.
They're
with that.
dinosaurs.
They are the freakiest little creatures, and they kill each other. They eat chicken. I mean, how fucked is that?
They eat their own eggs.
No, they love it.
Yes.
No, chickens eat themselves. It's a fucked up situation. They're all mental.
They are.
But I agree with you guys that the plants, they are communicating in a way that they say is far beyond what we could understand. There's
Yeah.
communication through the earth, tied together.
They send nutrients to each other.
Yep.
If one gets
If
cut
needed,
down,
yep,
it sends out a
yep.
warning signal, and the
Yep.
other ones start taking like whatever precautions they can.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very interesting.
I saw TED Talks where this lady lived in Oregon, and she came across her dog got stuck into a huge tree that had turned over, and their dog went into the hole that had formed because of it.
Yep.
And she went in there to go get the dog out, and she started to see all these little organisms kind of crawling around. It just sparked her curiosity. She ended up going to college, learning about all of this, and has absolutely 100% determined that those organisms are how they go through the soil, and they actually communicate with the tree. Like they take the information that the one tree has and gives it to
Yep.
another. And there's a mother tree, and then she stays in communication with all.
It only
trees
makes
that
sense.
came from her.
What happened to the dog?
Dad.
No, they couldn't
He
get it
did.
out. Yeah,
She went down there and just was like, "Oh my God, I'm going to go to
She
college."
got sidetracked.
he's part of the soil now.
Yes. Now
He
communicating.
resurrected that tree.
But it's very true. I mean, that's what they say is the communications device between all of them, and that they're passing messages along. It's like Paul
Wild.
Revere.
Yeah.
It's insane. So there is a point to be made. Now, no one's making it, but if these things are sentient on some level, then it's just as fucked up to chop them down. At which point we have to get to
Take that, vegans.
Yeah.
At which point we have to get to the point though where we
Heroes.
say, okay, we're just the top of the food chain. Fuck
Well, I mean,
all of them.
if you're going to look at all this
kinda what
shit
we've done.
logically,
Yes. Well,
you have to look. I mean,
America.
like we were just talking about chickens eat their own eggs. The food chain works that way. Like animals eat plants. Like
Yeah.
you eat what you can't eat. That's how the food chain works. It doesn't matter,
Yeah.
Well, Joe Rogan talks about chimps grab monkeys and just eat them alive. Just break them apart and eat them while they're alive. Like no
but
one
the
thought they
chimps
did that. Everyone
Chimps are bigger. They're stronger.
Everyone
they're more
thought
advanced.
chimps were just herbivores, and then they started studying them, and they watched them snatch little monkeys out of the trees and just eat them alive. Like, okay, so who's the bad guy here? Like, if we're really going to play that game,
Yeah, I mean, little monkeys probably pretty tasty.
yeah, but alive, like just straight break their hips apart and just start munching on them. Like that's
Gamey.
crazy.
When I was in Nevis, they call it tree mutton, and every once in a while, like they'll make mutton, but they call it tree mutton, and it's just monkeys
Yeah,
that they're cooking up. Now, I noticed when I brought it up to a couple chefs on the resort, they stopped talking to me. They were highly offended. They were
This guy
like,
knows too much.
"Have you ever look a monkey in the eyes? You would eat that?" And did take me back. I was like, I guess I haven't.
you ever looked a cow in the eyes?
They're just
Eat
sad
the
all the
shit
time.
of a cow, right?
Looks adorably tasty.
Yeah, it looks harmless as shit. And you're like, and I would love a burger.
You ever seen how relaxed chickens are in cages over 3 acres of?
There's
Yeah.
caged chickens. They're wild when they're running around.
They're adorable. I can never eat them.
There's no such thing as free range chickens. It's just a bigger cage.
Yeah,
Well, we're all
We
in
can
our
fit
own
2 of them in
cage,
this
let's
one.
be honest.
exactly.
Neither here nor there. But so the Impossible Burger 2.0 is being rolled out.
Sounds
So,
terrible.
So Burger King,
Great name.
Burger King tried it in a test market. I believe it was St. Louis. I don't Don't look it up, Stu. I believe I'm wrong. But for the sake of conversation, they rolled it out in St. Louis, right? It went exceptionally well. Like, people loved them. People started eating them. They were like, these are great. Burger King this summer will roll out plant-based burgers, the Impossible Burger.
Did you try the first one? I forget.
I have not.
Okay, I thought someone tried it.
They're going to roll them out nationwide this summer, and I am dying to get my hands on one.
But they're going to not have burgers there?
No, they're always going to have burgers.
Okay, then you should do that. Have you had a Burger King burger?
It's fantastic.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
You're gonna order it the first time. I'll have an Impossible Burger. Fuck it. No, I'll have a Whopper.
Are y'all out of Whoppers? No? Okay, never mind. Scratch that. I'll go with the Whopper.
Do you have any no soy sauce?
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah, I see mayo. What about Miracle Whip?
Yeah.
Just like some Miracle Whip, some no soy, and Impossible Burger, please. Dude, my wife would be ecstatic.
On unleavened bread. You got any of that?
Of course.
Yeah.
But I think we need to get our hands on some of these Impossible Whoppers. I mean, as soon as they come out.
I'll try it for the show, but it does not interest me at all.
The day they come out, the first episode we do after they come out, I'm coming in with Impossible Whoppers.
Well, don't come in with Whoppers. Like, just come in with one.
No, you got to eat a whole Impossible Whopper.
I got a feeling this whole thing's
if
going to go just like the McRib, just south. When they start mass producing something, Burger King's going to take it over something that's great.
But there's an argument that says that we have to do this at some point, that we can't raise animals at the pace that we're doing, and the things that we're doing to raise animals at this pace is destructive to the earth at best.
I hate what we do to the animals, but I probably won't change.
No,
until,
because-
Yeah.
that last. Okay, it's time.
But if we could get to plant-based stuff, you can always just plant more plants.
You can't always just plant more plants.
As long as
You
the
still need
sun
land.
is shining,
You still need land. You still need
it
nutrients.
takes
you
a
still
lot
need
less
soil.
land.
still need the nutrients in the soil, so you can't
Yeah.
over.
I think
we'll
that
be in a
plants are
big
far
dust
more
bowl.
sustainable than cows.
I don't know if that's true.
I believe it is.
Oh, well then, okay. I
Well, that
run
makes
it
it-
back.
Well,
I
here's
run
the
it back.
best
My
news.
bad. I apologize to you, sir. Your belief is
Brendan's notoriously right.
yes, and we'll go with that.
Welcome to the Season 5 Best Of here in Season 10. Look back here where Brendan said that plants could always be grown. Ever
All my
since the
science goes
asteroid
off.
hit.
All my science goes off. I believe when someone says that, I'm in.
So you're conceding.
Yes, you're right.
Yes.
If that's what you believe,
is going great.
I win again.
I believe you're right.
Thank you. I'm good. I feel good. I feel validated now. I mean, like, think we've covered the topic. Then I win.
Settled.
Well, didn't we start making corn and then everybody started hating corn? I feel like you can't. I feel like there's just an ebb and flow to all this shit. Like,
I'll
eat
give
more
you
of
that.
this, and now you can't. Remember, it wasn't too long ago in our life that eggs were the devil, and now it's eat as many eggs as you can fucking stomach because there's nothing wrong with an egg.
That one blows my mind because honestly, they had told us
It's
that
like your
it
brain
was
on
the
drugs.
death.
Your brain's what?
This is your brain on drugs.
Yeah,
Your brain on drugs.
Yeah.
Well, you win
Scrambled
this
eggs.
round.
You got me.
I'll give you that.
My brain's fried.
I was distracted by a text from my mom there, so now I've lost the argument. I've lost the zest.
She was listening live and said Troy's right.
That's exactly what it was. Yeah, my mom was on Instagram Live.
Yeah,
Like, Troy's right.
she's a huge fan.
Pat, you're doing the Instagram Live thing, right?
Yeah. Everyone should go check it out right now. Check out the Instagram Live.
Yeah, apparently we're not doing that. Oh, I like that Stu, though, immediately starts getting on the internet
Yeah.
to check out @ITPH Podcast on Instagram, which I looked on there. You pulled it up earlier today, and I'm realizing we're not very active.
That's an understatement.
Yeah. Like, it was literally a picture of brunch bars
Yeah.
from last brunch, not this last brunch weekend,
Just over a year ago.
but the one prior.
Yeah,
We need to tighten that up.
we do.
All you got to do is add
Well,
my
ask and you shall receive. Listeners, we're going live right now.
Uh-oh.
Everyone jump on my Instagram
Oh,
and check us out. You said Ely's the only person with the passcode. I can't get
oh
on.
I have the passcode. I just don't know what it is.
Well, they won't hear this till Thursday anyway, so
Oh, they won't?
no,
We're not live?
we're not live.
Oh.
Spoiler alert.
We're not the special guests.
Oh, you guys are special.
Yeah, y'all are special.
That's for sure.
So we'll eat the Impossible Burger, we'll hate it, and then we'll move along.
I'm psyched to try it.
Because you're going to start eating Impossible Burgers all the time?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, I want to know if it actually is good. I mean, it bleeds, which how in the
So
world
you like to eat things that bleed?
they've just fixed the glitch.
That's a whole nother conversation there, Troy.
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna let it go.
Just let it simmer like the Impossible Burger.
Exactly right. Exactly
I love that
right.
the idiots want it to bleed. I mean, if you're going to eat a fake fucking burger, who gives a shit? I mean, if it's dry,
I did find it very.
if it's dry, it's gonna suck, right? But if it has some moisture in it, I don't care if it's blood or fucking water.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. I've heard a lot of people say that that's actually a trick with burgers, to like put a hole and drop an ice cube in it, and like as you're grilling them,
yeah.
and then that will keep enough moisture in it that if someone wants it like well done, it won't be a hockey puck.
Well, that's what makes a baked turkey versus a deep fried turkey.
Because it keeps the moisture in.
It keeps
It
all the
seals
moisture
it.
in. Yeah,
Yeah. These are facts.
and then we'll do an Impossible turkey.
Dude, so I was in Nashville and I got some I tried a new hot chicken from a place called Party Fowl.
There's a hot chicken here in Richmond I need to get to.
Which one is that?
There's a new one here that's called something hot chicken.
I can tell you hot chicken in general
Stew's on it.
isn't that great. Like it's not that great. I'm a Prince's guy, like as I've gone through Nashville.
Yeah, because I remember when you were in Nashville last time, you went to a couple different places. And you weren't
I've been
that
trying
impressed.
to figure them out.
Yeah.
So I went to Party Fowl the other day, and that was actually pretty good. I think
FOWL.
it was.
Oh,
It was good.
How'd they come up with that?
It was pretty good. I'll give them that. But I noticed something in their bathroom that was a little, you know how like you have those advertisements over the stalls?
Yeah.
This is how I know that they've made it to official like bachelor party and bachelorette party.
Nashville is the
Capital.
unofficial bachelorette party of the USA.
They say it's the #1 destination
Yeah.
for all bachelorette parties right now.
Did we talk about that a couple weeks ago? That they had video of some
we
bachelor
haven't.
parties during the draft, like some girls bitching about it. They were like, "We came here to have a bachelorette party. We didn't know all this was going to be going on."
So
Yeah, I saw that.
my buddy
That's
was
glorious.
My buddy who lives there went downtown every day during the draft because he was like, it was crazy. You know,
Dude,
they
did you
had,
see
like-
the freaking video of that? I was blown away.
He said they had like 600,000 people come in for the draft.
Dude.
Who? How? What? 600,000 people?
That's how you know football fans are the worst.
It's horrible. They don't even know who these guys are, and you don't know if they're going to pan
Yeah.
out or not. And now you're there like, round 3, woo! Let's drink.
Yeah.
Strangest thing ever. But
I mean,
Nashville
it looked
kinda-
like that video looked like New York City on New Year's Eve. Like it was literally nuts to butts,
Yeah.
shoulder to shoulder. Like
all of Broadway was like that.
the whole street. They blocked off the whole street for like blocks.
And he said that that's exactly it. Like the streets were blocked off, and you could just party through the whole streets the entire time. And he said the bachelorette parties looked dumbfounded because they didn't know what
Yeah,
to do.
they just booked whatever weekend, not knowing it was draft
Yeah,
weekend.
well, why would you? I mean,
They're probably
Yeah.
thinking it's all for them. We came, they showed up.
Imagine the attention they got.
so
my
that's what
God.
he said. He said it was horrible. He said you would see a group come out, and they'd all be trying to get away from the stage because, like, the draft stage was down at one end
One
of
end.
Broadway.
Yeah.
And he said that it was always the guys facing like that way, kind
Yeah.
of like headed in that direction. And they looked like salmon swimming upstream, he said.
Yeah.
Because you would sit on the rooftop bars and you'd see a pocket of 10 girls
Yeah.
walking along.
One in a white veil.
And every guy just like, ooh, what's this? You know, screaming and hooting and hollering at all of them. That must have been traumatizing
Yeah.
for some of these women.
A lot of ass grabbing going on.
I wouldn't be surprised if some of these women went back and were like, I'm not getting married. I hate men. Like, I'm done with this.
All these idiots.
Yeah, like it was insane.
Yeah.
But so I'm in the bathroom at Party Foul, and they have those ads there, and they had the IV ad.
Oh, the I drank too much and need to
Yeah.
fucking get better. Next
They're like jet lag, hungover, just need energy.
Yeah, what's the one here? I forgot the name of it already. There's one right down the street from us where we are now.
Is there really?
Yeah. Oh, I thought we talked about it.
I don't know. Well, we talked a lot. It's 5 years
Yeah.
ago.
Well, right by Shane's Rib Shack is one.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Well, they have one that'll come to your hotel room.
Yeah, so they do them in buses where they'll bring the bus to you, or some of them will come up to your room.
Yeah, so they're advertising them, and it's gotten to the point where there's
not cheap.
There's competing IV. Well, there it's starting. It's $49.99.
Oh, that is cheap.
Yeah, no,
I thought it was like $149.
It's called Live IV Bar.
Live IV is the one.
So I'm sure it's coming down in price there
Yeah,
because there's competition.
Yeah,
So now
capitalism.
you have so many IV suppliers that they'll show up at your hotel room and hook up your whole bachelorette or bachelor party with IVs.
$49 is quite tempting.
Would you ever do that? Get an IV?
So I know it works because I have people who work in healthcare and they've done it. It definitely works. Now for $150, I'd ride out the headache and the feeling like shit. But for $49.99, I'd be quite. If I was playing on round 2 later that day and didn't want to lay around the entire day to recuperate, I could come off $49.
So you think it would work? You think it jacks you up like that?
I had a friend who,
It's just
after football
rehydrating.
practice, his mom was a nurse, and she had access to an IV. So,
Seriously?
after those 2-a-days or
Yeah.
3-a-days, during the summer months,
It's
when you're
saline. It's saline and
just
nutrients.
wiped, he would catch an IV and be out ready to go that night.
Yep.
There you go.
It definitely works.
Mystery guest, are you a doctor?
No.
I thought we were going to get a clue there.
Would you not do it? You don't think it works, or you wouldn't do it, or you don't like needles? What's your hold
Pretty
up?
petrified of getting a shot in my arm to just not have a hangover.
See, the needles don't bother me. When I was in EMT school, even before then, I would let EMTs I know practice on me. Like that doesn't bother me.
just practice.
I'm not
Yeah.
a fan of it, but at the same time, it has to happen. I'm not going
Because
to.
I guess I would have to be so hungover. Like we went to our one buddy's bachelor party down in Folly Beach, and after the first night, I was vomiting and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I probably would have been more open to the concept of an IV then because I
Yeah.
knew that I'd left most of my fluids outside of a gas station in Greenville, South Carolina.
Have you ever given blood?
Yeah, I've given blood.
Isn't that kind of
Same thing. Same IV.
is that where the IV's going, or is it
Yeah,
going-
it's the same.
okay.
Yep, just
But
like that.
it bugs the hell out of me to give blood. But it's like it's
But
not. It's
they're pushing it in, not taking it out.
True.
Same.
Yeah.
but
same
there's something to
line.
be said for like I'm helping. So like I'm
Oh, you're helping your cause.
no, but
I feel the same way if I was getting an IV.
I don't know. It might
And
be
I
worth
neither
it.
one.
I guess
this
so.
is saying it's about $100 a week if you go for a monthly plan. Get 4 IVs a month for $100.
Then you have a problem.
Damn. So
Yeah, I feel
Stu's got a beat on it for
And it's a,
$25.
subscription to AA.
No.
So it's
This
like-
is saying it's $450 for a month.
So
which
it's like
gets
a
you
gym
4.
membership.
So it's like a gym membership. So
yeah.
you get
It's a hell of a gym.
if you're going to get hammered one time a week,
Yeah.
is it worth $120 to wake up the next day perfectly fine?
What if you get hammered 4 times a week?
Then you're up to $2,000.
See,
Oh,
it's
so
not
that's-
worth it.
That's a maximum then, or it should be unlimited. at
If I'm
certain-
spending more on my relief than the drug,
Yeah.
I'm doing it wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
You just quit.
I
Just
recently
quit.
Saw,
I do get a couple
ibuprofen.
times a year. I get like I could use one of those.
And if you had them on speed, but at $49.99.
$49.99.
Yeah, here in Richmond, it's one time, anytime, as much as you want for $69.
Really?
Oh, it's not
That's not bad. That's
not
good to
bad.
know.
$20 more. That's not horrible, I guess.
Yeah, is it live or is it live? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
What do you mean?
The name of the place is LIVE.
With the number,
Yeah, with
Roman numerals.
yeah. So is it live or is it live?
Probably live.
I feel like it's kind
And
of
the other-
interchangeable in this situation.
Yeah.
The other one is Quench.
Ooh, I'm a quench
yeah.
guy. I can already tell you I'm a quench guy. I'm already all in.
Quench IV.
Yeah, that's much better. See, it's amazing how quickly I can shift gears.
All right.
Oh, I'd take their needle.
Here's what we need to do: go out and get blasted,
Done.
and then go visit that place.
Quench.
Do a
No, they're
podcast
quenching
while you're
here.
there.
We'd have to go to Live Live.
No. Quench is here.
No, Quench is here.
Oh, it is. Where are they?
There's basically 2 of them. Quench IV and
Live is right here.
Live on IV Hydration Lounge.
Live is right here.
What's the going price for Quench?
Sorry, I was misquoted. Quench was the rates I was giving you.
Boom.
$69 for any time.
Yeah, but
one
what's
time
live?
Quench.
Boom.
Or
Li-
live?
Live doesn't have a website.
Okay.
Quench.
Sounds better.
Okay. Yeah, I tell you what, I'm not getting a needle in my
They have a
arm
van
from a
with no
place
windows?
that doesn't have a
Sounds
website.
pretty
Yeah,
legit.
just email me at ivquench@gmail.com.
I'm
No.
feeling a lot better, but I don't think that was saline.
They just need help loading that chair in the back of the van.
Ironically, Quench is directly across from a Colonial Shooting Club.
Okay,
On
on
Broad
Broad
Street.
Street. I know where that is. Not
Now
too
I
far
feel-
away.
Stu, you keep hitting your head into the microphone. You're gonna have you're the first guy to ever do a podcast and come out with a concussion.
And 2 black eyes.
It's a large hit.
So I was gonna
Not.
say-
You have a little head. I don't
Not
hear
used to the cans.
I see. He does have the big
Yeah.
headphones.
So the guy that created ibuprofen did it to cure his vodka hangovers. He literally created a medicine to cure him of his hangover.
Really?
Yes.
But ibuprofen
And so-
is more for like muscle aches, right? Or is that?
Headaches. Yeah,
So,
muscle aches.
I don't take
headaches.
a lot of aspirin ibuprofen for when
So,
I'm hungover,
I've
so I don't
gotta-
know how it works.
It's an anti-inflammatory, I think.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Side effect.
So it's the one then that's the best, like the least liver damage, because I know like acetaminophen when you're drinking is a bad idea.
I hope so, because
I mean, if he
a
invented
lot
it,
of ibuprofen.
yeah, if he invented it because he's a drunk, then I'm gonna say
It's probably the safest.
maybe.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know. My
It's
go-to,
as safe as it can
my go-to
be.
for the big hangover is Alka-Seltzer Cold Plus, just in general.
interesting.
Never tried it.
Me
It's-
neither.
I don't take much.
I-
I don't take much in the way of
I
pills.
take a couple ibuprofen here and there,
I like naproxen.
but definitely when I'm hungover.
Is it naproxen or naproxen?
Naproxen.
You are correct, sir.
Nailed it. All right.
All right, chalk it up. Brendan got one tonight.
Yeah, no shit. Double J, get that. Season 5,
JJ.
the year of Brendan being right. The Browns are going to win the Super Bowl, and I'm going to take an naproxen.
If Jones is listening,
And apparently, plants are going to be sustainable. Things are looking up. I just make Stu laugh. He reaches for the mic and he says something. He just giggles away. It's unfortunate.
It's this
See,
damn Irish beer.
that's why Troy is great because he doesn't laugh. He he's like no. Like, I don't need your nonsense right now.
Just waiting for you to say something funny.
I'll get there.
One day. Season 6.
5. No, 5.
Oh, okay.
This is my year. It's going to be awesome.
So where were you 5 years ago, as compared to right now? What's
I was standing right here. I just didn't have a mic in front of me.
But if you're doing 5 years and you're reflecting, what do you?
we were sitting on the couches.
That's a fact. That's
What's
a
the
fact.
biggest
It's actually
change?
4 years ago. We're on year 5.
Yeah, we're on
yeah,
year 5.
you're entering your 5th season.
April was the rollover. But we're gonna have that season 1 anthology, The Greatest Hits, is coming out after this show. I'll make Jason his lead in, his intro. Hey guys, welcome
Might
to
as
the
well.
season 1 Greatest
Yeah.
Enjoy. Enjoy. Boom. That's it.
Did he write it up for you? Did he
God,
just
I've
give
been
you
sweating that
pointers
for-
or something?
No, he goes, hey, just say what you want to say. I was like, okay. We'll get
right.
there. We'll get there.
One of these days.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. I tell you what, guys, I'm Pat. I'm glad you're back. Thank you for coming in
Keep
tonight.
coming back, Pat.
That was awesome. It's good. I like that we gave a little mystery vibe to the people on the front end. And Stu, thank you so much for
Can I
joining
just give
us,
one
man.
shout out?
Yeah, please do.
My boy Chewbacca died.
Dude. Yep.
Actually, Stu does the best Chewbacca. Give us
going to
one.
be the next Chewbacca.
Yeah. That is, he does a mean Chewbacca.
Now we get
Been
it.
doing that to me since college. Now I get why he brought it up. Yeah. R.I.P. See?
How old was he?
77.
Yeah, I mean,
Peter.
to be that
He was 180 in the Solo
Chewbacca
movie.
years,
Yeah, he's a very old man.
to be that big and live that long is pretty impressive.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in this week. We'll be talking to you next week. If you haven't had a chance to reach out to us at InsideThePalletHouse@gmail.com, please do so. Send us your topics or hit us up on the Facebook page. We'd love to hear from you. You can always find us over at ITPH Podcast on Instagram and Twitter. Apparently, Pat's on top of it. We got a new Instagram.
Check out Pat's Instagram.
We'll be talking to you guys next week. But before we do us a favor and sign someone up for the podcast. Give them the old Cincinnati swap. Subscribe them to the show. and a couple reviews would be great. And don't forget to go over to nectarsunglasses.com and drop ITPH in the coupon code. It's only 30% off. You find a better deal, take it. You won't.
Can't beat that.
You know what
And
happened?
Get all your dogs
Listener
and cats
hit
neuter
me up
spader.
the other day. They had Nectar had a sale going on. He dropped the ITPH code in. Double discount.
Shut the fuck up. That's a beautiful thing.
I call that a double D.
That's right.
I
Sorry,
love double
Sean.
Ds. Thanks so much for listening, guys. We'll talk to you soon. Cheers.
Cheers. That was a good podcast, don't you think?
That was a really good podcast.